Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. And I was thinking, when I start thinking, all kinds of weird stuff comes up. But anyway, I was just thinking, I have a hard time, kind of every place I go. And the reason is I have to learn the rules. And because when you don't learn the rules, you just kind of stumbling around, you get yourself in trouble. And that's what happens to me. And so I'm thinking, well, why is it that I'm having these problems? And it's something that's all the time I've had this problem. And but now I'll tell you, we're out. Well, here, let me show you. I'm with Rex, and we're out running around, and there's a park across the bridge and underneath the bridge on the other side, and then there's they play baseball on this side, and the thing is, I was looking for a place to run Rex. And that's been one of the problems that I always have. My other dog, Xena, and lived in Central America. And we always have a problem about where do they get a run. And and then it dawned on me, okay, the problem is I am not, let's see, I don't want stuff. I used to want stuff when I was younger. Oh, I wanted this, I wanted that, I wanted this. And I worked in, like I said, I was in the oil business. I've owned restaurants and stuff like that. And I used to own everything. And then I found out when I was in the oil in the 80s, I found out that when you own stuff and other people control the stuff that you own, it's different, and like I say, it could be a problem. There is a problem. There's always going to be a problem when you think you own something and other people control it. And I say, since I had this experience, when I was in the oil, everybody thought I had a whole lot of money and all this kind of stuff, and man, everybody wanted to sue me for everything. So you got insurance on everything, and one thing after another. And people that know that they have control over your stuff, they know it. And it's not the first time. They've done this a lot. That's why we end up getting insurance to try to keep the stuff that we have so people don't take it away from us. And but I say, so at that time is when I learned it's not the stuff. Stuff isn't what's going to make me successful. It is stuff, but it's stuff that I've got control of. And if I don't have control of it, well, then thank you for letting me use my stuff. And a good example is, and I thought about this before when I was in Guatemala, because Guatemala is a small country, and I thought, and it's got over 500 years of history, so they've had 500 years of people owning stuff. And these people work together with the government because the government wants it too, so they have to work out They have to learn the rules and understand the arrangement. Okay, this is my stuff, and government will work with you on this stuff, So, and that's how they're able to have stuff, with the understanding that the government will leave you alone if you do, you know, I call that extortion, but you know, and but like I say, that's a small country with a long history compared to the United States, and so now here in the United States, and I've mentioned we're civilized, and as we become civilized, we learn the rules, and the rules are, you own this stuff with our permission. And it doesn't matter if it's stuff, like the truck, the fields, it doesn't make any difference what it is. Now I've noticed everything in the United States is owned by somebody or something. Because now we've got from it's owned by somebody, in which in the old days somebody would die, and that would open up opportunities for other people. Now it's not quite like that. They have trust. You have a trust. And so you have this trust, and now you give this trust. Well, this trust is for the family or for whoever it is. And then when you die, it stays under control of the trust. And then they also have companies, corporations. And corporations, they don't die either. So corporations own things, and they hire people to maintain these things or to develop them into something. But like I say, so corporations is an ownership in which they know how to work with the government and make things happen, to help them, if they need property and they don't have this property, they can work with the government, but all property belongs to somebody or something, and they will make arrangements for it. Like I say, this is stuff that I really kind of learned in the mid 80s, but I didn't really understand the full impact of it. And now, like I say, I travel, I see things, I talk to people, and this is where I've learned, and this is where we learn our limitations. What are we capable of doing? What can we do? And as we learn this is how we become more successful or prosperous. And I mentioned gold and silver. Gold and silver is one of these things that, well, I'll tell you, you got $1 million and you put it in the bank. You have $1 million. You and the government has $1 million, or you, the government, and the bank, corporation, it's not quite like that. This is where gold and silver comes from, is when you get to a certain stage and understanding, then you will get gold and silver, and you will learn how it works and how it can work for you. But like I say, if you don't have it, you're not going to learn it, So, that's why some people have it and some people don't. And some people want to get it, and they understand why they want to get it. So, But that is one of these things that it is yours. Like I say, this truck is not mine. I mean, we'll think about it. I got insurance. I got to pay taxes on it. We'll see whose it is. And then eventually, it'll be worth nothing. So, that's what I'm saying. It just, and I've seen property. A lot of people are benefiting from their property. But, and like I say, a lot of people are leaving New York and California. They're coming out here. Right now I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But they're coming out in Oklahoma now. They're escaping. They've figured out that they are under control of whatever. And even out here, we are under control of whatever. But the thing is, we have to learn our limitations. If you're going to start to work for a corporation, you're going to be in the corporation. The corporation owns you. Like I say, I've worked for corporations before, and that's why I learned they thought they owned me. And sometimes businesses, companies, they think they own you too. So I've been known to fire people because they need to better their lives. This is an opportunity for them, but it's a temporary opportunity, and then you need to move on. And some people, it's not. This is their opportunity, depending on what's going on in their lives. So, but I know I've been all over the place talking about property and how it belongs to somebody. And but like I say, it is one of the things that I learned. Like I say, I left the United States in 2003. I was 52 years old. And I left with stuff that I own, I control. And like I say, you do that, you go off and live in some weird place, and then you're going to find out how much you really have and really don't. But and you'll understand the value of it. But anyway, this Mike, NoStressMike.com.